5 oranges short, and my face gone red. I opened the store with the sun on my neck, wooden crates leaning by the pepper tray. I stacked up oranges 6 by 6 while the fish man shouted 2 rows away. Coins in my palm, bags on the hook, colored tops breathing hot above me. She said, count again, young seller, look. And I saw what my hurry had done to me. 5 oranges short, I learned it plain, not from a speech, not from shame. She paid me fair with a half little grin, said, mind your pile, then begin again. 5 oranges short, in the market heat, my hands got steady on my own 2 feet. Near noon, a cartwheel caught in the stones, mangoes rolling, cassava tight, tight. I left my scale and my cloth alone, just long enough to set it right. She pushed, I pulled, we laughed at the squeak. One papaya bounced, but it did not break. Back in my stall, I could hear her speak, give him room, the boy's awake. 5 oranges short, I learned it plain, not from a speech, not from shame. She paid me fair with a half little grin, said, mind your pile, then begin again. 5 oranges short, in the market heat, my hands got steady on my own 2 feet. Now I count slow when the crowd moves fast, leave 1 breath before I call the prize. If a wheel gets stuck where the old stones catch, I know small hands can still help twice. Learned it plain, not from a speech, not from shame. She paid me fair with a half little grin, said, mind your pile and begin again. 5 oranges short, in the market heat, my hands got steady on my own 2 feet.
Pull them up again, make the beds look clean.
could show. Acoustic piano answers, the bass shaker and hand drum stay low. Crooked garden rose, crooked garden rose. Who knows where the green will go? Children, let it grow. Crooked garden rose. Little hands plant what they know. Children, let it grow. At 3 in the morning, the ovens were breathing. The flour was white on the floor. I folded the dough while the street lights were fading, and counted the trays by the door. The radio whispered behind the old counter. The kettle had started to shake. Then 4 quiet notes crossed the roofs of the buildings, while I brushed the flour from my face. Someone above the laundry was learning a difficult line. He played it, stopped, then tried it again, never arriving on time before the city woke. One window held a note, one oven kept the morning warm before the city woke. No crowd and no applause, just work behind closed doors. 2 strangers kept the darkness moving before the city woke. Alto sax answers the chorus. Bass responds with a small ascending phrase. At 4, Mr. Samuel came for the first bread. He drives the hospital van. He placed down the coins and said, keep one beside you for someone who needs it by hand. At 5, all the buses began turning corners. The newspaper truck crossed the square. The sax played the phrase, but the ending went missing and hung like a question in air. I wrapped up a loaf in brown paper and wrote no message or name. I left it below the musician's doorway, then walked through the soft morning rain before the city woke. One window held a note, one oven kept the morning warm before the city woke. No crowd and no applause, just work behind closed doors. 2 strangers kept the darkness moving before the city woke. The saxophone develops the unfinished phrase. The first half stays sparse. Bass and organ gradually answer. Drums return with a stronger 1 drop. Do not repeat the opening melody exactly. The following night, when I opened the bakery, a new phrase came over the street. The missing last measure had finally found me and landed beside the first beat. Above the machines of the morning laundry, a hand moved behind the thin blind. The Every dawn when the ovens were ready, that saxophone finished the line. One loaf by the doorway, 4 notes through the rain. The street had not opened, but morning still came. Before the city woke, one window held a note, one oven kept the morning warm. Before the city woke, no crowd and no applause, just work behind closed doors. 2 strangers kept the darkness moving. Before the city woke, before the shutters rose, before the traffic flowed, bread on the step, music in the air. Before the city woke. Alto sax plays the completed motif. Bass answers the final 2 notes. Before the city woke, resolved organ chord, no long fade. My sister kept the bucket by her knee. I kept my apron tied too tight. The wheel went round between the 2 of us. Wet clay taking morning right. Red dust sat along the drying boards. The kiln stayed cold against the wall. She did not ask me where I'd been. I did not answer that at all. 3 bowls cooling in a row. Not much said, but the work went slow. 1 hand steadies, 1 hand knows. 3 bowls cooling in a row. When the rim began to split and pull, she poured water over my hands. I moved her bowl a little from the edge. She saw it, let it stand. 1 small mark from her finger stayed, pressed where the curve ran thin. I could have rubbed that moment clean, but I turned the board and left it in. Low trombone answers once. Bass leaves space. The order man would come by noon. 3 pieces wrapped before he came. We still had names we would not use, but the bowl stood up the same. 3 bowls cooling in a row. Not much said, but the work went slow. 1 hand steadies, 1 hand knows. 3 bowls cooling in a row. clarinet flick, bass drops in. I run my code from the corner shop, clippers buzzing in the afternoon, jacaranda pedals on the old chair seat, 3 men waiting with a tune. The boy came in with his collar tight, said, "Mister, don't take plenty there." I showed 2 fingers, then I showed him 1. He still kept guarding half his hair. Easy now, little man, I only cut what you say I can. Turn your head, check the side, new school waiting with your name outside. Easy now, little man, leave some curl if that is the plan. I talked about the gold by the bakery, about the team that lost again. He watched the mirror like a courtroom judge. I kept the line clean round the bend. Towel on my shoulder, dust on my shoes, hot breeze carrying the clipper sound. When he chose the edge for himself at last, the whole chair settled down. Easy now, little man, I only cut what you say I can. Turn your head, check the side, new school waiting with your name outside. Easy now, little man, leave some curl if that is the plan. He said, maybe 1 more, but not too low. I said, your mirror, your vote, go slow. Easy now, little man, I only cut what you say I can. Turn your head, check the side, new school waiting with your name outside. Easy now, little man, leave some curl if that is the plan. Clipper, flick off, bass, kick, rim shot, clarinet, stop together.
I came to replace the old flooring in a house near the railway line. The boards had gone soft by the window, the nails had surrendered to time. Under the 3rd plank from the doorway, wrapped in a piece of brown thread, I found a letter unopened with 1 name written in red. The year on the corner was 1989. The paper had waited longer than anyone planned. Under the floorboard, a sentence stayed still, while rooms changed owners and years crossed the hill. No one had answered, no one had heard. All of that waiting inside a few words.
The woman who owned the house listened, then brought me an old telephone book. We found the same family name there, beside an abandoned address.
A neighbor remembered the people, a mother, 2 sons and a dog. One son had left for the harbor, the other had stayed until March. We could not be certain who needed it more, the man it was written for, or the housekeeping score. Under the floorboard, the sentence stayed still, while rooms changed owners and years crossed the hill. No one had answered, no one had heard all of that waiting inside a few words. We did not open the letter, we placed it inside a new frame, beside the repaired wooden doorway, under the old family name. Maybe the right eyes will find it, maybe they never will come. Not every message reaches the hands it was written from. Boards above it, old marks in the wall. Some things are carried, some things do not call. Under the floorboard, a sentence stayed still, while rooms changed owners and years crossed the hill. Now it hangs by the doorway, still sealed, still unheard, no longer buried, but still keeping its words. The storm took the roof from the kitchen, bent every fence in the yard. Morning came carrying branches, mud pressed against every wall. My father stood under the mango tree, counting what still remained. One side was split from the lightning, one side still holding the rain. He touched the long opening running down through the bark, and said, "Do not cut it, the tree still knows where we are." The mango tree kept the scar right where the hard wind passed. It never returned to the shape it had, but it kept on giving us shade. The mango tree kept the scar deep in the living wood. We built the roof while its leaves came back, doing the best that they could. We carried the chairs from the water, dried every book in the sun. Neighbors arrived with their hammers, nobody asked to be called. My mother made rice on a burner, someone repaired the front gate. Under the branches the children played while the grown people were. The split
it stayed open. The new leaves grew around. Nothing was hidden, nothing was taken down. The mango tree kept the scar right where the hard wind passed. It never returned to the shape it had, but it kept on giving us shade. The mango tree kept the scar deep in the living wood. We built the roof while its leaves came back, doing the best that they could. Years later, the roof is stronger. The children have moved from the yard. My father is gone from the doorway. The tree still carries the mark. I do not call it a lesson, I do not call it a sign. I sit where the old shade reaches and let it take its time. The mango tree kept the star right where the hard wind passed. It never returned to the shape it had, but it kept on giving us shade. The mango tree kept the scar, and every season knew. The wound stayed written along the trunk, while green leaves covered the view. The ferry was late at half-tide. She held the notebooks under one arm, twine around them, blue covers showing. At the wooden ramp, the river stayed calm, low water leaving brown mud glowing.
The wind kept lifting the lesson sheets, so she turned her shoulder, made a wall. Hands found sugar by the fish basket. He brushed them off without speaking at all. Half-tide ferry, taking its time.
Two small bundles and one strip of shade.
Half-tide ferry, slow on the line.
Nothing promised, nothing made,
Just mind the wind, mind the rope. Share the shade till the boat comes close.
He kept the fish covered with a wet cloth.
Counted the gulls on the leaning pole.
Her pencil rolled and nearly dropped off.
He caught it quick with the side of his soul.
She smiled once at the careful save.
He laughed low at his basket smell.
A small boat passed on a muddy wave,
and both stepped back from the river swell. Half-tide ferry, taking its time.
Two small bundles and one strip of shade.
Half-tide ferry, slow on the line.
Nothing promised,
Nothing made, just mind the wind, mind the rope. Share the shade till the boat comes close.
lamp at last.
She tied her books and he lifted the fish.
One went up river, one crossed back past,
with no big vow and no second wish. Half-tide ferry taking its time.
Two small bundles in one strip of shade.
Just mind the wind, mind the rope. Share the shade till the boat comes close.
The ferry moved,
the shade stayed small. I dragged the lime sack across red ground, stringing my teeth, bucket by my knee. Children kept asking, is it ready now? I said, only if the line agrees with me. Boots were waiting by the mango stand. Dust on the laces, dust in my hair. The bag went soft in my working hand. Halfway round and almost bare. White lines on red earth, straight enough to start. White lines on red earth, everybody play your part. If the corner bends, let it bend with mirth. We got white lines on red earth. I mixed the last of it thin with water, held the string tight from post to post. Miss Claire came over from selling cassava with flour in a paper folded close. One goalpost leaned like it heard a joke. The old net wore 3 different knots. When the whistle blew and the first ball spoke, nobody measured the crooked spots. White lines on red earth, straight enough to start. White lines on red earth, everybody play your part. If the corner bends, let it bend with mirth. We got white lines on red earth. Bass bounces, hand drum answers, wood block marks the turn. My palms were pale, my dress was brown. My little brother yelled my name. I stepped back, proud of the uneven ground, and the whole field moved into the game. White lines on red earth, white lines on red earth, white lines on red earth, straight enough to start. White lines on red earth, everybody play your part. If the corner bends, let it bend with mirth. We got white lines on red earth. Kick, rim shot, bass note. I swept the hallway after sunset, folded the coats from the chair. Your old work shoes stayed by the doorway, gathering dust in the air. I told myself Monday would move them, then Monday came back around. Some things remain where we leave them, long after voices go down. The house learned the silence, the clock kept the score, but I never moved those shoes by the door. The shoes by the door still pointed outside, like part of you knew you would come called from the station. She said you were passing through. I washed one cup, then another, not knowing what else I should do. A car stopped out by the pavement. The gate gave its old metal sound. You stood with your hands in your pockets and looked at the shoes on the ground. No speech for the distance, no blame for before. You only said softly, you kept them by the door. The shoes by the door still pointed outside, like part of you knew you would come back in time. No candles were burning, no sign on the wall, just two worn out shoes and a place in the hall. New melody, bass becomes more melodic, drums reduce, then return. We did not repair every season, we did not explain every year. You carried the cups to the kitchen, I moved one chair closer to hear. Some doors open loudly, some barely move. Sometimes forgiveness just makes a little room. The shoes by the door, no longer outside. You carried them in and set them beside mine. No promise was spoken, no debt had to fall. Just two pairs of shoes and enough room for all. Alto sax. The factory gate closed behind me. Rain caught the dust in the road. My shirt held the weight of the daylight. My hands still remembered the load. The corner shop pulled down its shutter. A bus rolled away almost bare. Then one low note crossed through the evening and stopped me halfway on the stair. It came from a window above the repair shop sign. Three notes, then a silence, like someone was taking their time. The saxophone knew the way, past the shutters through the rain. Turn one corner, hear my name. The saxophone knew the way. No grand promise, nothing to prove, just a room and an empty stool when I had no words left to say. The saxophone knew the way. Old Joseph was cleaning a trumpet. Marie had a pot on the stove. Two boys kept a rhythm on toolboxes while someone repaired an old radio. Nobody asked where I had been hiding. Nobody measured Joseph just nodded toward the doorway, and Marie said, "Sit yourself here." The bass held the floorboards, the rim shut, leaned behind. The sax left a doorway in the middle of my mind. The saxophone knew the way, past the shutters through the rain. Turn one corner, hear my name. The saxophone knew the way. No grand promise, nothing to prove, just a room and an empty stool. When I had no words left to say, the saxophone knew the way. Do not repeat the introduction exactly. Bass becomes more melodic. Organ answers with short chords. I stayed while the street became quieter. Steam drew a cloud on the glass. The stories move slower than traffic. Nobody was watching the past. I thought I was looking for answers, something to carry back home. But all that I needed was hearing my name in a familiar tone. Some roads are made out of gravel, some roads are painted in lines. Some only open when someone leaves a little space in the night. So play that phrase once more slowly, let the last note settle and stay. I was not lost to the city, I only forgot where to wait. The door was still open, the kettle was warm. Someone moved over and made me a place. The saxophone knew the way, past the shutters through the rain. Turn one corner, hear my name. The saxophone knew the way. No grand promise, nothing to prove, just a room and an empty stool. When I had no words left to say, the saxophone knew the way. The saxophone knew the way. Not to heaven, not far away, just to people who chose to stay. The saxophone knew the way.
The clock on the dashboard was 12:47. The last fare had stepped from the door. I turned off the sign at the end of the avenue and pointed the bus toward the yard. The shops wore their shutters, the rain mopped the windows, the seats held the heat of the day. elderly man raised his cane. No route on the board, no headlights behind. He looked down the road like he still trusted time. I made one last stop, though the line had ended. Opened the door and let the night bend. No speech, no reward, no reason to talk. The road was already behind me. I made one last stop. Low baritone sax phrase, bass answers after a full beat of silence. He climbed with one hand on the rail by the driver. A paper bag held to his chest. He said, near the bridge where the pharmacy used to be. Anywhere close would be best. I told him the bridge was not part of my journey. He nodded and turned toward the glass, then quietly said, my daughter works evenings. I thought one more bus might still pass. The engine rode low, the depot could wait. I turned at the circle and changed the display. I made one last stop, though the line had ended. Opened the door and let the night bend. No speech, no reward, no reason to talk. The road was already behind me. I made one last stop. We passed the closed school and the field by the river. He named every street that had changed. The bakery gone, the old cinema painted. The houses all carrying new names. He rang for the corner beside a blue doorway. A woman was waiting outside. She held both his shoulders, then looked through the windshield and lifted one hand toward mine. I have driven that road in the sunlight, with voices pressed close to the glass. But streets show another kind of distance when midnight is watching you pass. The schedule was folded beside me. The rules had been printed in black, but ink never stood at a bus stop with nowhere to carry it back. He reached for his pocket. I told him it's done. The door closed behind him. The engine rolled on. I made one last stop, though the line had ended. Opened the door and let the night bend. No speech, no reward, no reason to talk. The road was already behind me. I made one last stop. I made one I guarded every key, but time was never asking what belonged to me. The house will stay, the locks will change. I came with nothing in my hands, I leave them just the same. The walls will stand, the road will carry on. What I gave away will travel when everything I owned is gone. I gave the bench to my apprentice, the plane to Mr. Brown. The old blue truck went to my daughter, she drives it through the town. I kept one photograph beside me, no silver land or gold, just 7 people by a doorway before our hands grew old. The garden keeps no record of who first turned the ground. It only gives its fruit to whoever comes around. The house will stay, the locks will change. I came with nothing in my hands, I'll leave them just the same. The walls will stand, the road will carry on. What I gave away will travel when everything I own is gone. So take the tools and use them, do not hang them on the wall. A hammer finds its purpose when it answers someone's call. And when your own hands weaken, let another pair begin. We do not keep the doorway, we only welcome people in. No pocket full of daylight, no suitcase for the road. We leave the weight behind us, but not the love we showed. The house will stay, the locks will change. I came with nothing in my hands, I'll leave them just the same. The walls will stand, the road will carry on. What I gave away will travel when everything I own is gone. The house will stand, but hands will pass it on. I will not carry what I built, only how I treated everyone. No fate. I stacked 2 chairs by the painted wall, turned the bucket, let the last water run. Folded the damp cloth small and square, closed the notebook after work was done. Footsteps still mark the dusty floor, voices moved away down the yard. I put one lamp out with my open hand, left one burning by the guard. Leave one light for the morning hand, leave one rocking chair where the first feet stand. After the work was done tonight, I left one light. Bass speaks first. Wooden flute answers with 3 soft notes. Sheker stays low. After the work was done tonight, I left one light.